Hello and welcome back to the top tiers. Today I'm looking at the shotguns of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. In number 4 we have the DCM-8, and the DCM-8 was a fully automatic energy shotgun. And you may be thinking, wow, that sounds really cool. How can this thing be bad? Well, it was. It had an extremely limited range. Even for a shotgun, the range was terrible. And even though it was fully automatic, to balance it out, they made the damage super low. So it took a bunch of shots to even kill someone. And by that time, if they had anything better, they could have killed you very quickly. It was just a really unviable, terrible gun. Number 3, we have the RAC-9. And the RAC-9 is the space SPOS 12, basically. It was pump action. It was basically a SPOS 12, except it wasn't as good as most of the other SPOS 12s. And there was the SPOS 12 in the game at the time. And the SPOS 12, the normal one, was way better than this. There's almost no reason to choose this if you had the normal SPOS 12, or as it was called in the game, the S Ravage, I think. I don't know why it was called the S Ravage. That was just really weird. But this is the RAC-9, and it was just terrible. It wasn't really good compared to, it was pump action, and it wasn't as good to the other pump action. And since it was pump action, it couldn't even one shot. Like, you had to be on top of the person to one shot them. That's the point of a pump action. It's supposed to be really high damage. It's in trading for the slower fire rate, but it just wasn't. It didn't work. It wasn't a good gun. Number 2 is the Banshee, and the Banshee is the other pump action, and it's a pump action sonic rifle, and it's really good. It did pretty high damage, and it could one shot, and the damage drop off wasn't too huge, so you could hit people even at a decently high distance for shotguns. For shotguns, that is. So for any other gun in the game, its distance was still short, but for shotguns, it had a decently long range, and it was pretty good. It was a fun gun to use, and it was pretty good. Number 1 is the Reaver, and the Reaver was overpowered. Semi-automatic, it was cylinder fed. It was insanely powerful. It did a high damage. It was insanely fast firing, and it had an actually pretty good range for a shotgun. It could blow people to bits, and I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure if I'm correct, but let me know if I was correct, but I'm pretty sure this was the first shotgun you unlocked in the multiplayer. It was, and if that was so, this thing is overpowered, because this thing was insane. The reload was actually super fast too, because it didn't use shells like most of the other shotguns. You just opened it up, put in a new little drum thing, closed it up, and there you go, you're ready to fire. It was very powerful, and especially with that really high fire rate, and the damage still. They didn't nerf the damage like they did for most other semi-automatic guns and shotguns in Call of Duty. It still did the same damage, so you could, like, just shred groups of people to bits with this thing. It was insane. And before this video is ended, I have an important notice to make. Today, 2 videos will be coming out. This video and one other video that will be releasing at 3 o'clock today. So be sure to check it out. It's going to be a pretty good time. I'm going to be playing some games and talking with you guys. So go check that out at 3 o'clock. And hope you enjoyed this video. This is the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you here on the top tiers.